Calgary Flames find themselves in the thick of the playoff race in the Western Conference, and after a statement win on Hockey Day in Canada, things are becoming unbelievable for Calgary. Both between the pipes and with a certain player scoring, fans were left shocked and no one is complaining. It is not a bad time to be a Flames fan. We're going to get into all that and more in this video, but first I want to welcome you to Flames Digest. I'm Mark Griffith. If you're new around here and you love the Flames, make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the latest news, updates, reports, and rumors revolving around your Calgary Flames. We would love to welcome you to the Flames Digest family. I know you guys know that intro by heart by now, but let's hop straight in and get into last night's huge win. Yes, it was Hockey Day in Canada, the 25th annual Hockey Day in Canada. How amazing is that? And the Flames, they were obviously playing against the league's best team in the Winnipeg Jets. Well, apparently the league's best team, the team with the best record, we can say. But clearly, once you beat the best, that means you are the best, because the Flames won 3-1. What a sensational game in Winnipeg, of course, against the Jets. The Flames get it done. It's almost scripted in a way. You knew the Flames were going to come out and have a good game after getting blasted twice in St. Louis. You know, this road trip hasn't exactly been the best. Finishing it off in Winnipeg, probably the hardest matchup. Of course, the Flames are going to get the win. It was written in the stars, of course. And there was one main man you can thank, and that, of course, was the man between the pipes, Dustin Wolf. He had a shaky game the other day against St. Louis. Huska, he believes in him, put him right back in, and he did deliver as much as he could. 39 shots faced, 38 saves, just the one goal against average, and of course the .974 save percentage. What a game by Wolf. I'm going to be talking about him quite a bit more in the next chapter of this video, but still, Dustin Wolf, I mean, hats off to him. What a performance. He truly is the reason that the Flames won this game. If you look at the guys who got on the score sheet as well, Blake Coleman was actually involved in each goal here. He got a goal and 2 assists, which is funny, you know. He wasn't exactly one of the major stars of the game, but getting a goal and 2 assists, I mean, you can't complain with that at all. A 3-point night. Matty Coronado got the scoring started, which is just, again, it was scripted. It was ironic that yesterday's video really was about Coronado. Who gets the first goal of the game early? Of course, Matty Snipes, the man himself, the man of the hour. Who got the Flames' other goal? This is why it's unbelievable. Might be the biggest update I have, is that Andrei Kuzmenko scored a goal in the National Hockey League. Yes, maybe 2025 is his year. Maybe, you know, the latter half of 2024, it was all just a big warm-up. Just one goal, obviously dating back to mid-October. Finally scored another goal. I mean, obviously, when you're put in the lineup, you have a better chance of scoring when you're not in the lineup, but I mean, thank goodness. We all can have a sigh of relief. Kuzmenko isn't exactly dead in the water. And, you know, maybe, just maybe that one goal will increase his trade value because teams know he can still score. But good to know. And just so happy for him. We know he's working hard behind the scenes, and it was great to see that he did get a goal and got rewarded for it. And the other man who got in the score sheet, Rory Karen, stays hot. Why didn't the Flames bring him up sooner? He stays extremely hot. I think points per game wise, he might be top of the Flames so far this year, but so happy for so many of those guys, especially Wolf, of course. But there were a couple milestones actually in this game. The first was Rasmus Andersson's 500th game. Not many people would have expected he's already played 500, especially, you know, when he was drafted, sort of thing. Was he expected to be this good of a player? Maybe not, but 500 games already for Raz, obviously all as a member of the Calgary Flames. When I first saw this graphic, I was like, what, 500 goals? I mean, obviously I'm joking there, but 500 games for Raz, what an accomplishment. Here's to 500 more in a Flames sweater, of course. And that wasn't the only milestone, actually, for games played. It was also Ryan Lomberg's 300th game at the top flight. Congratulations to him as well. I would have thought he had more in a way, but I guess a lot of those games, or a lot of his seasons, he didn't obviously play 82 games, wasn't getting in every single game, both with the Flames and, of course, the Panthers as well. But, I mean, another big congrats to him. But the main man, obviously, is Dustin Wolf, but secondary, who we can all be very happy for, of course, is Kuzi. This was a great quote from him after the game. So he said, "Keep smiling, keep working. You play with good team, great people, great humans. I like it. I enjoy this moment." That was Andrei Kuzmenko reflects on the win over the Jets to end the road trip. And I mean, it's just, you just gotta feel for the guy and what he's going through. And when he has a happy moment like this, and he says a quote like that, obviously in some broken English, you can't help but just have your heart melt right inside your chest. I mean, it's just so happy for him. We know he is working hard, and it just hasn't been going great for him. And in a way, that's unacceptable to only be at 2 goals. But I mean, you gotta be so happy for him at this moment. I mean, just saying, like, you know, you play with good team, great people, great humans. I mean, wow, that checks every box off. So happy that he is happy. And a big congratulations to Kuzmenko for finally getting on the score sheet. Here's to many good things, hopefully, in 2025 for him. Now let's get into the big business and talk about how this is Wolf's team. And I think it kind of goes without saying almost at this point. We have a good article here from Eric Francis of Sportsnet. So Flames takeaways. This is Dustin Wolf's team now. Obviously, Eric Francis of Sportsnet wrote this, and he wrote it as kind of his article after the big win against the Winnipeg Jets. Now, the one thing I will say about this big win was that Hellebuck was not in net for the Jets, which makes it, you know, a little bit easier for the Flames there. That's, you know, the big asterisk here. But still, let's see what Francis has to say. So, this game was the type of assignment Dustin Wolf wasn't generally given in the first half of the season. Sheltered from many of the toughest starts by Dan Vladar, the Flames wanted to take a slow and steady approach as the 23-year-old Wolf acclimated to the NHL. Well, the guardrails are off, and it's his team now. With how much he's played lately, especially since this has been a big road trip, he's gotten, you know, the back-to-backs in a way and gotten consecutive starts especially, and now against a tough team like Winnipeg, the guardrails are definitely off. He can bowl straight down the center and get a strike every time, clearly like this game. But it is great to know that, you know, the Flames do fully trust him now. Thrust into a Saturday night road tilt in a hostile barn hosted by the West's best Jets, Wolf stole the show and 2 points. Facing a Winnipeg squad that leads the league in goals, home wins, and had just 2 regulation losses in its last 12 outings, Wolf made a season-high 38 saves in a 3-1 win few saw coming, making his 6th start in the team's last 7 games. That's a key stat right there. Wolf has done what he set out to do at the beginning of the season, prove he's ready to take over as this franchise's biggest building block. And there's a lot to take there. You know, obviously how hot Winnipeg has been, how much Winnipeg scores, how many shots he faced, how many saves he made, and how many starts he's been making lately. It's all very, very impressive numbers. Because of him, the Flames hold the final wildcard spot in the West at 16-7-2. He provides the best chance of staying there. He has stolen some games for the Flames, especially when the offense has been so slow in some of those games. No more platooning. He'll now be the one they tap for the biggest games moving forward, and I think that is extremely true. Rebounding from a start in St. Louis on Thursday where he let in one of the few questionable goals he's allowed this season, Wolf was spectacular in the first period that saw the Jets swarming. He made a key save on Mark Scheifele late in the second period of a 1-0 game and slammed the door on Kyle Connor and Alex Iafallo down the stretch of a 2-1 game. The Flames sealed with an empty netter. This one feels good, Wolf told Flames TV after the game. And I mean, that kind of goes without saying that this one did feel really good for Wolf, for some of the other guys, just the team in general, team morale after terrible games in St. Louis to remain in that playoff spot. You know, with how bad Vancouver is right now, with teams like St. Louis and Utah, and even, I guess you can throw in Seattle and Anaheim a little bit, but with teams, you know, kind of creeping up, it was really good to know that the Flames can really keep up with some of the best teams in the league, and it was really Wolf at the end of the day. This is Wolf's team. If that's a major update for you, then there you go. Now let's wrap up this video with the comment of the day, as we love to do here on the channel. It comes from yesterday's video about Matt Coronado, and this was a great comment here from James. James said, Coronado is my favorite player. I would sign him to a 15-year deal if that was allowed. And obviously with 6 likes there, quite a few people agreed. And Matt Coronado, he just is an absolute beauty. It's so nice watching him play hockey and score. Hopefully he can really ramp up the production and prove just how good he is and why we used a first-round pick on him. Nothing but love for Coronado. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe like you saw here today and have a wonderful rest of your day.